lived in the colonies, once they went independent, that stayed loyal to the British government, would have all of their property seized by the Patriots. Because they are now traitors, right? So if they declare, he said, if we declare independence, here's a practical advantage. Anyone in the colonies that remains loyal to the king, we just take all their property. Because they are no longer British citizens in a British colony. They are British citizens in an independent colony. And we can take their goods or their property. Now here's the one that made the most sense to me. They have already asked France, Spain, and the Netherlands for assistance, right? That's one thing the Second Continental Congress decided they would do of the radical suggestions made by Patrick Henry. But what he's saying is this, Thomas Paine and Common Sense. We will have a better chance of getting those countries to help us if we're an independent nation away from Great Britain, because they would be willing to do anything to weaken their enemy, Great Britain. And they would be supporting an independent nation, not promoting a civil war within Great Britain itself. Does that make sense? So they would become allies of an independent nation, not fight against Great Britain for citizens of Great Britain. So, in Common Sense, Thomas Paine points out some advantages. Number one, as citizens of an independent nation, captured patriots would demand to be treated as prisoners of war and avoid being shot as rebels. Number two, the patriot governments could seize the property of all Americans who remain loyal to the British Crown. And number three, the patriots would have a better chance of winning foreign aid from France, Spain, and the Netherlands, because those countries would favor a war that would weaken Great Britain rather than a civil war within a country. So, what's going to happen on Monday is we're going to tell you the steps that these colonists took to actually declare their independence. It was not a 1-minute process. They just write this document and everything was ready to go. There's a process they had to take, and we're going to explain that process and talk about the Declaration of Independence. Okay? And what happens after that? A Revolutionary War. On the board there, kiddos, just a reminder, your biographies are due Monday by 3:30. If you turn it in before 3:30, turn it in directly to me, right in my grubby hand so it doesn't get lost.